someone dies, what happens to their bank account? Well, the first thing you need to do is to look at how the bank account is titled. If the bank account is jointly held, then the bank account becomes the sole property of the survivor. So if there's a Jane Doe and a John Doe on the account, and John Doe passes away, then the account becomes the sole property of Jane Doe. If the accounts are set up in the name of John Doe and POD, which stands for payable on death, to Jane Doe, then Jane Doe merely presents a death certificate to the bank, and then the bank will disperse the account to Jane Doe. Also, another designation for bank accounts is ITF. It's called in trust for, and it's if the account's set up under John Doe, ITF for Jane Doe. Jane Doe merely needs to present a death certificate to the bank, and they should disperse the account to her. If the account is just in John Doe's name and there's no beneficiary or co-owner, then the account must go through an estate proceeding. Depending on the size of the account will depend on what type of probate proceeding will be necessary, and it will go to whoever his heirs are. If he does not have a bank account subject to administration, the payment of creditors, or if he has a will, John Doe would designate who he would want to receive the bank account, and it would be subject to administration again, but would go to the designated beneficiaries. If he has none, then the account could go to the state of Florida, or if the account is never probated and it just sits there, it could be considered abandoned property, and I think after a certain amount of time the state receives it, but it's after a very long period of time, and many times heirs or people are contacted by various companies who locate abandoned assets and contact you about setting up an estate proceeding, and of course they're entitled to a fee for finding these assets. So it depends on how the account's set up as to who receives the bank account when someone passes away. If you have any questions, or if you have a bank account that the decedent owned, give me a call and I'll be glad to assist you in recovering the bank account or handling the probate proceeding. My phone number is 727-847-2288. Thank you.